Welcome back to the Naperville Moms Network. On our first show, we discussed mom breaks. Today, we expand upon that with great Mom's Night Out options and why they're an absolute necessity. What do you guys love to do when you go out and about?
Oh, first, be out and about. I always joke, I could go to a 7-Eleven or, I don't care where I am. I'm just so happy to be with the company of other moms. It's important for moms to know that there's so many options out there, and they should never feel alone in order to find a group. I remember when I was in the city, I joined Meetup, for new moms, and out here there's Naperville Moms Network. There's several groups on Facebook, and now my daughter is in kindergarten, so there's a whole group of moms, new moms, right, that we're meeting. So we try to get together once a month. Ours is a little unconventional. We each month we've chosen an adult beverage and surrounded. So, margaritas one month and
like a theme.
Yes, a theme that happens to be revolved around beer or wine. But we did actually discuss that we should venture out and do something a little bit more productive, perhaps. But I've done one of those like painting parties or the board. There's board and barrel, but there's people who do it, in your home as well. So fun activities. It's a necessity. It's a must. You come back refreshed, even though you're tired because you stay out a little bit later. You have a sense of renewal, I suppose.
Your soul is a little bit refreshed.
Yeah.
When the kids were little, we would go out, but then when the kids got bigger, they were always out. So we started doing more girls' night in things. And we had actually once where a chef came in and taught us how to cook, and we each cooked the meal, and then we ate it. Like we sat down and we ate it. It was really fun, and it was really something different. You're being productive. I mean, there were beverages involved too, but you're being productive.
Right.
And you're learning something new, and you're together, and you're just laughing, and that's usually the thing. Like, it's not really the activity, it's just the conversation and the fun that goes with it. You laugh until you cry, and that just is so good. I love that.
That's very true. I would agree with you. You never feel like you have time in your schedule to just be with your friends without the kids, but it's so important because when you do go out and you come back, you feel so refueled, energized. When my kids were younger, our mom's play group, we used to have a specific weekday every month that was on our calendars, and we would go out, and each one of us would take turns planning it. And we used to go to the nth degree to make it really fun. So one of our favorite outings was a spa afternoon or spa evening. We would go to one of the spas downtown Naperville, Zanos, or Me Spa, and we would just hang out in the spa lounge. We'd have wine, order in some appetizers from a restaurant, and in between services. That was a fun outing we liked. The other one of my favorites is going to Mason Sabika on a nice summer night in their courtyard over sangrias, tapas. There's so many fun things you can do locally, but I think it's really important to, like you said, it's not just the outing, but it's just the company you're with, and hopefully everyone finds their tribe where you can just be yourself.
And I think it's important to, sometimes when you go on a date with your spouse, you say, okay, we're not going to talk about our children, right? Let's make this about us. And I think to some degree that's important with the Moms Nights Out too, because we are women who have interests, who work, who, in this last Mom's Night Out I went to with my daughter's elementary school, it was so nice to hear, talking about the Naperville Triathlon coming up, and I was a runner, and, how did you meet your husband? We don't have those kinds of conversations because they're always about the children.
Right.
And so it's nice to just sort of separate that a little bit and talk with women about yourselves and, your interests and all that. So I think that's nice too.
I know it's been interesting to see how my nights out have changed over the decades, right? So in college, that was when Friends and ER was really big. And so every Thursday night was our big go out night to go dancing. And so my friends would come over our apartment, we'd watch Friends, and then like in between we'd be getting ready and doing our hair, and then we watch ER. And at 10 o'clock at night, we would head out the door to go to the district downtown Rock Island and go and just party it up, and it'd be like 2:33 in the morning, and we're eating like crab rangoon from the Chinese cart that's right outside the restaurant, right? And then you get married, you have kids, and I remember a girlfriend of mine, we decided that we were like so tired of diapers and nursing and all that stuff. So we decided that we were going to go out, right? We were going to go out downtown April. I think we went to Features. We were probably early 30s, and we got all dressed up. We had like skirts on and boots and all this stuff. And we went to this bar, and we're like, we are so old. Like, look at all these people, And now I am just so thankful when someone says, "Can I wear my pajamas over to your house?"
Yeah. Right.
We did a night out for New Year's Eve, and it really was more of a, hey, come in your jammies and let's play board games. So the things that I enjoy now are not the go out and live this big party life.
Right.
It's more one-on-one time with my girlfriends, with my friends, to really like share experiences and get to know each other better or reconnect if we haven't seen each other for a while.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be a night. Like people are saying there, oh my gosh, well, if I have a free weekend night, I'd like to spend it with my spouse, or I would like to spend it with my kids. But it can be, I know when kids start to join sports teams, we usually will go out before or after one of the games, and the moms will just get together afterwards. And that's always great, because then you get to know a whole different group of people, and you do get to learn more about them than just, their child is an attack lacrosse player number 14. Like that, you get to really know them, and you find out such interesting things about people that you had no idea. And that's the stuff I love. Like, I love when you can have real conversations and you find out something completely off the wall that you had no idea this is what they did, because they're more interesting than just being a mom's interesting, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of things going on with that. I love it.
Yeah, and I think that's true. As our kids get older, you find that your circle of friends changes too. You're spending a lot of time at the sports events or dance activities, whatnot that your kids do, so you just develop a whole different circle of friends who are all on the same schedule. You're anyways there for your kids' games, so why not have some time, just having fun with it too. So I agree.
I know sometimes it's spending time by myself. It's not really a mom's night out, but I really enjoy, as I've gotten older, I really enjoy just having a little bit of quiet time. And to go back to the social media, I try to get off of my phone a little bit. Maybe I watched a movie the other night, and just by myself, it was something I hadn't seen for a while, and it made me so happy just to relax and have that time together. So I think it's not only just about always going out with people, but taking a little bit of time for yourself as a woman and a human being to disconnect with people as well, to recharge in that way.
Or even giving back to the community. I know Naperville Moms Network just did the volunteer opportunity with Special Spaces, and there's so many chances for us to do things like that. So it's good for the soul, and it's good for your community, and it's good for whatever charity it is that you're benefiting. So there's plenty of opportunities, or fun runs. I'm not a runner like you, Patty.
Oh my gosh, please don't ever say that phrase to
but
me again.
I can get down with the fun runs, where walk/run.
There's fun.
Hot chocolate at the end. Walk/run, margarita at the end. So, something where you're active. I always see on TV when they're in California and they're always going for hikes and things. Well, we can't exactly do that. We're pretty flat.
Right.
But we can, find other opportunities to be active, or even walking the tracks together, Fort Hill, places like that, gyms. Just to stay active, because I think we automatically go to food too.
Right.
So we need to think about, sharing a meal together, and then also what else can we do, do together.
That's so true. Well, and I do, and I am not a runner. I hate running. I try to figure out ways to not do it, but I do. I have a group of friends that we go. We do a half marathon every few years.
It's awful. I do a half marathon.
I walk a lot of the half marathon, and I complain a whole lot during the process of the half marathon.
Why are we doing this?
But there's 3 of my friends that we have gone a couple of times, and we go to Disney World, and it's just the moms. We don't take our kids, we don't take our spouses, we just go, and it is, other than that 13.1 miles, it is a really fun thing to do, to be away and have fun. Go through the amusement parks, with just us, because you do forget how, oh my gosh, this is really fun, and nobody's crying, nobody, well, I mean,
to take care of.
That's right. Nobody's whining. Nobody needs to stop. And it's just, I think those little moments are really great too. To just remember what it was like to have fun. Like I can't stay out past 10 o'clock at night anymore. But I think we do still like to do those things that really brought us joy when we were younger. And if there's a way to somehow incorporate that now, I think that's even better.
My friend Monica and I went to Orlando. She had a conference for work, and so she called me and said, hey, do you want to go in a couple days early? The Food and Wine Festival's at Epcot. And so we're in her dining room booking tickets, and one of her kids kind of starts overhearing this. Then you're, what? We're going to Disney World? And her mom looks up and goes, well, you're not going to Disney World. Miss Kathy and I are going to Disney World. And within seconds, all the kids are in the dining room. What are you talking about? You can't go to Disney World with that.
Right.
Yes, actually we can. And we're going to send you a picture, which we did.
Yes.
Hope you're having a great day at school.
That's so true.
You earned that trip, though.
Yeah, like when you get older, you can pay for your trip to Disney by yourself if you want to. So.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Our kids do the same thing. They're like, why are you guys going to Disney without kids?
Right.
Because we can. And it's actually really fun without all of you sometimes.
And I think that's important for us as moms to remember, you have your own interests, and don't let it go to the wayside of raising kids, because you still need to constantly, remind yourself to invest in yourself. And it's okay to have hobbies and interests outside of your family.
Yeah. I know for Naperville Moms Network, we always try to provide some girls' night outs, just especially for newer moms that are trying to make friends and make sure that they find a way to connect. And we've done things like going to do karaoke, where I actually rapped. People were trying to take video. I'm like, do not take video of this. We've done country line dancing, which was super fun. And we actually have a really big one coming up called the Naperville Sip and Social at Elements at Water Street. And we're going to have shopping and vendors and a DJ and a photo booth and things like that. And we're just trying to provide opportunities to, again, make that connection, help moms feel that support, and make sure that they know that they're not all by themselves, and they can figure out how to plug into our community.
And it is nerve-wracking going and not perhaps knowing anyone. I know my first Naperville Moms Network business event, I was terrified. But now, there's so many more familiar faces.
Right.
So I think, it takes courage, and you have to step out of your comfort zone. Perhaps, you can try to grab one person with you, but then it's really nice to have that opportunity and know more people.
Yep, absolutely. Connecting with our friends just makes life better all around. I know I owe some of my sanity to nights out like these that we discussed. Thank you for joining us today on the Naperville Moms Network. We appreciate you being here, and remember, you are always invited. Thank you.